I would like to start with Jacob returning to Bethel.
Okay.
Okay. So, what I noticed, and I guess I could give a little bit of a back story. So,
Yes.
before Jacob returned to Bethel, Jacob was in, where was he at? Shechem, I believe. Am I saying that right? It
This was
might have been,
after like Dinah and all that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
they were in Shechem, and we will talk about this later in more detail. But Jacob's daughter is raped in Shechem.
Hmm.
And so the moral of the story is they're not even supposed to be in Shechem, but they are in Shechem.
Hmm.
So I come into the story where Jacob is leaving Shechem because of all these crazy things that happened to his family, including the rape of his daughter, and they return to Bethel. I love this part because it's like they are literally returning to God and living a godly life. So when they leave, before they go, Jacob goes to his kids and he's like, get rid of all your idols, get rid of all your foreign gods. They He doesn't ask for their earrings, but they give him their earrings too,
Hmm.
which implies to me that the earrings were used as they had some kind of like occult meaning, or maybe they had like some kind of charms on them or something. Because
Hmm.
what's wrong with earrings? I don't know if anything's wrong with earrings, or if they're associated with pagan things, or maybe back then. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think they had symbols because I was this it's not an earring, but it's a nose ring, but it's the when they went to go get Rebecca for Isaac, they put a ring, like they gave her a nose ring or whatever. Like I feel like it had
Oh yeah,
like the jewelry that they wore wasn't just cosmetic.
right, right,
I'm not sure what
right.
it was. Like I'm not sure what the earrings meant, but I feel like it meant something or attached to someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they went back to Bethel, and here, this is where God actually renames Jacob Israel again, because he already named him Israel. I want to say when he wrestled with God.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when he wrestled with God, he names him Israel. But apparently, throughout this whole time, Jacob and his family have obviously been wilding out because they have foreign gods in their house. They're not worshiping God anymore. Jacob is in a worldly, immoral place where he's not even supposed to be, where his daughter ends up getting raped. So it's like, it seems as though Jacob has not been following God for a little while. I don't know how long.
Mm. Yeah. It's giving me very Abraham vibes. Um
Mm-hmm.
so and then like God ends up, and I remember writing a note about this, and so that's was like I had to pull it up in Genesis 35. And so like whenever Abraham was taking things to his own hands, and then after that God reminded him of the covenant and then reminded him of like who God was in his life, and that's also when he changed his name.
Okay. Yeah.
And so here it's quoting the same thing that God said, or God says again what he said to Abraham after Abraham tried to take matters into his own hands with Ishmael. And then, like, after the 13 years or whatever, then God said, I am El Shaddai, God Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. You will become a great nation. Even many nations, kings will be among your descendants. God said that to Abraham almost as a like that's the redemption. Like I'm gonna remind you of my promises on your
Yeah.
life, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. I also like that. I feel like it's giving you like a new identity. Like we as
Mm,
Christians, when we start walking with Christ, it's like you have a new identity. I don't know if we
yeah.
necessarily have new names, like God isn't giving us new names, but I feel like that was like their, it's hard to describe it, but it's like they were saved now. They were with God now. It's like you have a whole new identity, which is
Yeah.
true.